Hello. Today we're going to talk about thumbnails. Thumbnail drawings are usually little drawings that you do as the initial work for a concept of an illustration. We are going to talk about basically three types of them. The first one, concepts, okay, concept thumbnails, then layout thumbnails or layouts, and then finally rough sketches. So when people talk about thumbnails, they might be talking about these three different kinds. First kind, concepts here. I have some examples. All right, this might involve you making a list or doing just initial idea sketches. They could be loose like this, they could be within a format. They're usually really not well drawn is the idea. And this is where somebody says, hey, I want an illustration for, let's say, a t-shirt, or this might be like, because they're in boxes, a book cover, okay? And you just start drawing out all your different ideas. So here I have a pig, I have a bunny riding the pig, I have a frog, I have some ideas of a flower, bib overalls, some things I've written down. You know, so you might go along and say, okay, I got a frog bunny, what if it's just a rock and it's really boring and the rock's asleep? And I have type up here, you know, and that's another concept you have. So you're going through these different thoughts and ideas. That's the first one, concepts here. Okay, the second one kind would be layouts, meaning you already have the concept and they're saying, hey, we want thumbnails. There are variations on what they could possibly be. So here's some ideas. Like this is more where you have the idea, the size exactly how you want. You know that the dimensions that they're going to be. And so let's say this is a book cover and we went with the bunny idea. So you know it's called bunny something or other. And then you start thinking of different ways that you can portray this bunny concept. So we have here sitting in front of his house, just the big head. Here he is jumping on a cloud. And you might have another one, you know, where you're thinking, okay, this one's really, you know, like the rock one, it's really lonely. And you have the bunny sitting down, just like in the house one. But he's sitting on the edge of something. And it says bunny a lot smaller here. You know, maybe a title. And so you're going like a minimalist approach there. So that's kind of the idea behind layout thumbnails. You're figuring out different ways that you can design it. Think, let's see, I made some notes. Think big, medium, small, different points of view, different angles, maybe from above, from below, emphasizing different aspects of the story. So if this one's all about the bunny's head, you know, and how goofy he is, and this is about how lonely he is, maybe in a part of the story, if this is a book cover. So when people are asking for thumbnails, they most of the time are asking for one of these two. Here's some ideas, like in a class, it'd say, okay, I want you to come up with 50 thumbnail concepts. That's this first one. Or, hey, we have our idea. I need a bunch of different layouts of the same idea. So that's where we are there. Let's see if I missed anything. No. Okay. The last one is these right here, rough sketches. And that is usually a thumbnail, they call it, but they really want it for the client, somebody who's maybe not artistic, who can't visualize this poor sketchy drawing and figure out exactly how, you know, think about how the cover might be. And so what that is you basically take one of your layout sketches and you do a better version of it. It still can be sketchy, but you are, you know, coming up with a better drawing so they get a better idea. Someone can envision it. Sometimes these need to have some value or color added to them, maybe digitally really quickly, or I have a highlighter here, you know, if the bunny's pink, you can add those kind of things in. So that would be the last kind of thumbnail. It's really a rough sketch they're asking for. So they might ask for, a client might ask for 3 of these. And the idea would be in your thumbnail process, you would have gone through all these concepts, unless it was directly given to you by the client. Different layouts. Choosing a few of those layouts, you would do rough sketches, and that's usually the kind of thumbnails that a client would see. In a class, they might be looking for this, this, or this. The best thing to do is to ask a client, ask a teacher, hey, when you're saying thumbnails, do you mean concepts? Do you mean layouts? Do you mean rough sketches? Do you mean all of them? What are you asking about? The communication is the best thing you can do to learn those. Good luck on your thumbnails. Oh, look at that. Yeah, good luck on your thumbnails. Super important part of the process. If an illustration is not going well, I often have to find myself going back to the thumbnails to straighten out what it is. And it's a lot easier to draw something like this and figure out that the layout is bad than it is to go into a bigger drawing or even a full-fledged drawing and realize that there's something you need to fix. So, important part of the process, do it first, do it thoroughly. You will not regret it.